very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFB. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards and keep this drive alive.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the Hokies are going to keep this drive rolling. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the out route. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Makes a quick catch. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. On the 10th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Hokies move into the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The opening drive that will not end, but now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hokies. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Virginia Tech 7, Boise State 0.
Bringing it out, it's Jennings. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
Take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for this offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's complete downfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 7, Boise State 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Broncos will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the Broncos pick up enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass is off target. Again, hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Trying to extend the play. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Broncos. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A game makes it second and medium. Toss play, running right. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the back now goes in motion. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. Was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
And the Hokies pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
So the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
The Hokies starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The important third down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, BSU. He's going to score. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel looking like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's going to take off. Breaking free at the 35. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He's at the 50. Now the 40. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They get the 2nd half started with a running play. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Broncos begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Lions. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 to come.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball handed off. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Broncos hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Will take the lead in the 2nd half.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down after that previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. A change of direction. Gets the first and still running. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
It's a shotgun run call. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Broncos hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. If you're a defense, trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Boise State 28, Virginia Tech 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll hand it off. Fighting him off. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Pass caught, second down now. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, BSU. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And the Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
It's now second down.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Third down play for this offense. Here's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Hokies with first and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Secondary backed up off the ball now. And he finds his target. He has the first. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.